Imagine this. You are in love, and you are ready to tell this person how you feel. You may be a bit existential in this moment, but hey, that's okay. It might just be the nudge you need to take that leap of faith and tell them. It's time. You pick up the phone and call them. This is your moment. You explain how the distance between you shouldn't be the reason you can't be together, that you can make it work and life is just too short. You're just on the other end of the country, not the whole world. They don't respond. You're confused. You get frustrated. Are they being stubborn? Is it too late? Do they not feel the same way? No, they must. There were so many signs. If they were busy, why didn't they just call you back? And on it goes. Let's imagine the person on the receiving end of this phone call. The phone rings, but at this moment, they are in a crisis. It's the middle of a hot summer in BC, and a forest fire has engulfed their home in flames. They actually can't get to the phone. The climate crisis is such a heavy topic, so the goal for 1-800-INFERNO was to show the difference in perspectives between those on the front lines and those who are further away, and to kind of bridge the distance between them in a fun and relatable way. This unrequited plea for connection just had to be a love song. It's something everybody can relate to and felt like a great place to start the conversation. So after making some mock-ups of the idea, I started talking with my good pal Zach, and we put together a plan to bring this thing to life. 1-800-INFERNO has many parts. There's 2 phones representing this one-sided phone call, additional suspended phones representing the perspectives between these 2 extremes, custom artwork visually representing the auditory changes of each phone, a projection of the city and forest to set the tone, and ambient music in the room to accompany the audio on the phones. So let's talk about the phones. I sourced the phones off of Facebook Marketplace and eBay. They were surprisingly expensive since apparently rotary phones are popular now. But anyways, we managed to find enough, and Zach and Pratap opened them up, figured out how they worked, and did some magic soldering alterations to allow audio to play through the speakers.
But this was the thing that was causing me issues, was that this was screwed into the back right here, and there's no way to undo this screw without getting under here, and the only way to get under here is to remove these, which can only be done from the inside. Whoever at GE designed whatever the hell this is, I've got beef.
About a year ago, I wrote the song that is used for the installation at Woodbine Beach in Toronto. A stubborn love song, unrequited, one-sided, and sung to avoid. Tell me it's love and I'll stay. I'm not that far away. As I was writing this song, not only did the subject matter frustrate me, but the tune seemed to fall flat and I couldn't get the lyrics just right. I was stuck, though I decided the song was meant to be as is. And in a way, I realized that the unfulfilling and annoying and kind of basic nature of it would fit well in representing this limited perspective. So on one side, we have our love song. On the other side, we have these fire crackle sounds. And in the middle, we have a mix of both, represented with these electroacoustic phones. I asked my talented friend Yoon to help me out with these, and what she came up with was so cool and so distorted, and you really feel like you're losing your perception. I mean your reception. In a discussion with Zach, we decided to put the accompaniment of the love song, the drums, bass, guitars, etc., in the room, and have just the dry sung melody vocal in the phones to create more of an intimate experience. To make this more bearable to listen to, this same folk pop love song over and over and over and over and over again, I decided to create 2 versions of the accompaniment. One, the full folk pop accompaniment, and the other, a more ambient version with steel guitar, strings, and city ambience. Shout out to Alex Dobson in Vancouver for doing an amazing job on improvising some sweet, sweet pedal steel on this. I love it. Zach mixed all of the audio to fit the space, and although it's a bit weird, it's also really cool. Even though the heart of the installation is a love song, I wanted to make sure we added a lot of nature to this recording. So I captured some fire sounds. Unfortunately, when I went out to record, there was an owl that would screech every 4 seconds, and I had hoped that RX could just magically get rid of it, but it didn't work, so I had to meticulously cut around this sound, and it took forever. With steam coals and some wooden stick sounds I captured, Zach created a drum kit that would be featured on the folk pop version of this love song. We also threw in some city ambience I had previously recorded downtown Vancouver, which also helped create this city-forest blended vibe. I had imagined lyric art that would visually show the auditory changes on each phone. Lyric art would allow there to be an accessible component, but would also create some really cool and unique visual material. Diana, the artist I asked to collab on this, proposed a brilliant idea to paint the lyrics and then to add layers, like a linear succession from clear to illegible, while capturing prints of each step of the process. Funny story, so I met Diana in a class at U of T. We sat next to each other, and she was painting the most beautiful onion. And it was right then and there that I decided that I would want to work with her one day. And in her artistic practice now, she actually paints on wood surfaces. She uses wood as her canvas. So it was the perfect fit, and I'm so happy with what she came up with. For the projection visuals, Zach filmed downtown Toronto, and I filmed the forest in the depths of BC, a true cross-Canada collaboration. I do want to thank my friend Caitlin for driving me around to find the most perfect spot. It was a really hot summer day, and I am a picky videographer, so thanks. These shots, combined with some flames and smoke I had recorded with a bunch of effects in Apple Motion, is what made up our projection material. My computer nearly exploded from all of these layers, but with many restarts and cooling off periods, we got it done. After the team toured the Lost and Found on Queen Street East, we felt it was the perfect quiet space for our project, but we didn't stop there. I teamed up with Pratap to create this portable teaser phone that we placed around Toronto. It's basically a physical interactive call line featuring clips from 1-800-INFERNO audio, as well as a fun bossa nova version of the love song, which slaps so hard, although I might be biased. were many other moving parts in getting this all set up and running. Zach was amazing and figured out how to technically pull all of this off. Yeah, Zach heard me. Hello?
Hey. Figured I would give you Lolly. Are you still like
Say hello to the folks.
Oh no, you're doing it on a green screen?
Yeah.
Is that dimly lit?
It's what do you mean? I have my lovely diffusion light here. Isn't it great?
Okay.
I'm gonna put the forest behind me.
Have you tested it?
No, but like whatever. There's like a 6-page installation guide with pulleys, XLR cables, Ethernet cables, Raspberry Pis, and yeah, I better just let him explain it for all you techie people out there.
Yeah, no, I feel that. No, I've been there. Yeah, I mean, like, you just gotta talk to him. I don't really see any other way to... Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Hi, I'm Zach, and this is 1-800-INFERNO, or at least what 1-800-INFERNO looks like the night before Nuit Blanche, because there are still a couple things we need to add in. But I wanted to give you a brief walkthrough of the tech setup. So the main kind of situation, as I'm sure Mickey has explained, is this table over here. So in this table, we've got 2 phones. These are just being driven by like a standard headphone jack. And then we've also got our speakers, which are being driven in the same way. So if I turn them on, you should be able to hear. Oop. Lovely, lovely music. I'm not going to spoil too much of that for you. And then in here, basically, this is all connected to a local network. And on the local network, we are sending a Cat6 line down here. And so this is basically just Ethernet. And that's going to run all the way up to that box over there. And then in that box, we have a Raspberry Pi 5 that's running decaffeine Pi. And that's basically taking an NDI signal from our main machine in here, and it's spitting out the video of that signal to our projector here, which you can see.
All I can say is I'm very lucky to have him as my partner on this project. We premiered 1-800-INFERNO for Nuit Blanche 2024 in Toronto, and all the moving pieces together was really something. I really love mixed media art, and especially fun, interactive things for people of all ages. Stay tuned because our portable phone, Reception Perception, may make its way to Vancouver. Thanks for watching. Full names of my lovely team are in the description of this video. Make sure to follow them and check out what they're doing. They're always up to really cool stuff. You can find more information on this installation and previous installations on the multimedia tab of my website. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we do hope that your perception doesn't become your reception, or your reception become your perception. You get it.
Oh, I see.